I'm Amelie and welcome once again to my channel. Today I'm going to be watching episode 13 of Guardian, and once again my video is a lot later than I expected. I was going to say later than usual, but considering how things had been in my channel, I would say that my videos being late, it's what is usual. I don't think them being a schedule is normal anymore. In this case, I was just sick. I got sick. It wasn't COVID, thank God, although I had to get tested twice, both time negative, but there we go. To me, in my case, it's just the weather. The weather is essentially killing me. We're in the middle of a heat wave here in Argentina, and I'm not having a great time. It's not probably the worst heat wave that we've had. I believe that we had, much higher temperatures in the past. We are going around 40 degrees centigrade and, going up from there. But it has been worse in the past. In my case, what kills me is not the heat itself, although I hate the heat. It's something that I have very little tolerance for it. But, the reason I get sick in the summer is just changing temperatures, going from a place that has, air conditioning and it's very cold to a place where it's hot, essentially going outside, which is, I think if you go outside during these days, it's probably about as hot as, being in the surface of the sun, something like that. Depending on where you are. I imagine that if you are in maybe a neighborhood that has more trees, maybe that's a little bit better. But around where I live, that's not the case. So it's literally so hot. And even if you go to a shop, like I have air conditioning, but I usually don't put it that low. Because I know that if I put it very low, I get sick, and I don't sleep with air conditioning. But I did stay at a friend's house who was essentially like being in Antarctica the whole time. So I think that's what killed me. And you may hear my throat a little bit not great, and you may hear me cough from time to time. So that's fun. That's what's happening with me. But at least I have a Guardian now to watch. And I have to say, this was not the moment to get sick. Let's just put it like that. Because next week I won't be recording at all, since I'm going on holiday with my friends just for the week. So it's going to be impossible for me to record, obviously. So I have to record everything this week, and obviously having to do it everything, from today to Sunday, I would say. It's going to be a challenge, but we'll see. I believe in myself, so I think I can do it. But that's that. I have to watch 2 episodes of Guardian today, and I'm actually looking forward to it. Let me think what happened in episode 12 of Guardian. We have a few things happening. We were investigating this case with the little girl and the man. Don't ask me to remember their names, because no, they're gone. Their names are completely gone from my memory. But that's what we are investigating. And for a while, we thought that this man might have been responsible for everything. Like, he was the one who had the powers, and the girl, it was just someone he was protecting, because the girl had been abused by her, I think it was a stepfather. So he was protecting this girl, and everybody thought that he was using his powers for it. But when the Black Cloak envoy take him away, he discovers that he actually doesn't have any powers, and the person who had the powers was the girl. And the problem is that the girl was working with a purple hair guy to do something. No, wait, they were doing something. They were actually stealing the, what are they called? The artifacts that they have in the headquarters of the SID, like the sundial, and the other one, I don't remember for the life of me what it was, but they have 2. So they steal them, and now they're going to a wedding. That's what I remember. Maybe I should have rewatched this episode again. But I think they were going to a wedding. For some reason, there is a wedding involved in this. I'm not sure why. What else happened in the last episode? Shu Hong was kidnapped by her family, but she managed to get away. little Guo was also there, and he had to dress as Shu Hong for some reason. I'm still not sure where they get the materials for him to like. I understand the clothes because I assume maybe she used to live there, so I assume maybe she had some clothes there. But where did they get the wig? And also the wig looked nothing like her hair. So that was interesting. But the fact is, Shu Hong came back and Liu was still there. Thankfully, Old Chu realized, so I'm hoping he gets rescued in this one. I'm also hoping to see Old Chu's face when he sees what he's wearing. What else? Well, we have the whole thing with Shen Wei and Zhao Yunlan. They still hasn't, I mean, the truth hasn't come up in the open, but we know that Zhao Yunlan knows, and we also know that Shen Wei knows that Zhao Yunlan knows, especially because Zhao Yunlan has been pretty much trying to instigate a confession on the part of Shen Wei, unsuccessfully, I might add. That guy is telling nothing, and I'm sure about why, if he knows that Zhao Yunlan knows, because if there's something that, and I don't know Zhao Yunlan as well as Shen Wei does, but I can tell that this is not something that Zhao Yunlan is going to let go. So I don't know why he just doesn't say, look, yes, I am. I have this to tell you, and tell him. And I don't know. I am maybe because he wants to protect him. Maybe because he's not supposed to tell him. Maybe Zhao Yunlan is not supposed to find out. I guess I don't know. But it's interesting, and it's interesting that Zhao Yunlan is also very. He doesn't know how to take this new information, I feel. I think also he doesn't know. Maybe he's also confused as to why Shen Wei doesn't tell him who he is in reality. I feel like maybe he's also hurt of the fact that Shen Wei doesn't tell him the truth, because he believed that they were getting quite close, and now he finds out that Shen Wei had this huge secret. And don't get me wrong, Zhao Yunlan always thought that Shen Wei was keeping something a secret. That is not something that it's new for him. But not this secret. I don't think he knew it was this secret. I think he assumed that maybe Shen Wei was from Dixin, and that was his secret, but he didn't realize just how much he was from Dixin, so that was a problem. But at the same time, he still really like Shen Wei. He's still very, close to him. So I don't know. I want to see how that develops, what happens with that. So I think that's it. I think I'm ready to watch this episode. So let's go. Here we have the description from YouTube, from this channel, and it says Zhao Yunlan is controlled, causing Shen Wei to transform. That means nothing to me. It doesn't mean Zhao Yunlan is being controlled, because that is one of the powers from the girl, right? Oh, that is something else that happened in the last episode. The girl, to enter the SID, she controlled that Qin, and then the Qin completely lost it. He went completely crazy, I think maybe as a consequence of what she did. So maybe I think she's going to control Zhao Yunlan, and Shen Wei is going to have to save him. I don't know. This is pretty cryptic. Okay, very good. So let's go to episode 13 right now.